here and a warm welcome. I am a mental health wellness coach, and today we're going to be talking about all things work related. And I'm going to be introducing a fabulous goal setting tool called Getting Your Ducks in a Row. It's very northern, and we're going to talk about how you can get your ducks in a row. So, as I'm talking, I'd like you to think about a work goal that you'd like to work towards. First of all, I'm going to talk about stress, because stress is an early warning sign that can lead to more serious mental health. So it's super important to nip that in the bud. And stress can come in many ways. So it may be through workloads, and your workloads are too heavy and you've got what's called burnout. Or it may be that you are experiencing the opposite of that, which I call rust out, where you're not feeling challenged or you've not got enough workload. And they can both be equally as stressful as each other. You may also be taking work home with you and not being able to switch off. Or you may be stuck in a rut, procrastinating, or you've got unhealthy working relationships. So I'd like you to think about your goal, and this is the first duck that we're going to be exploring, and this is the leading duck that's going to be, the duck that we're going to start with is the goal. We are always focusing on the goal, and that could be anything. So think about what your goal is and what you'd like to achieve work related. So it could be changing your job, building your own business. It could be that promotion. It may be returning back to work, getting work-life balance. You may want some clarity or decision making, organisational skills, feeling motivated or getting your mojo back. And generally, we just want to be happy in our job and enjoy our job and find your sense of purpose and passion and just be fulfilled again. So with the ducks in a row activity, we're going to work through each duck. So the first one is, like I say, your goal. And then you can do this in your mind's eye, or you may want to draw columns for each duck, or you may want to draw ducks, and just get this down on paper, however it works for you, or think about it in your mind's eye. So first of all, the first leading duck, the mummy or daddy duck, is the end goal. So think about, where is it you want to be in relation to work? And I'm going to use an example all the way through of this, of changing your job, just so that you can start to resonate with that as an example and start using that towards your goal. So the end goal may be something and look something and sound something like this. I want to change my job into X, Y, and Z in the next 3 months. And that's a very clear, nice goal of what job you want to do and when you want to achieve it by. So brilliant, we've got our first duck. So once you've established your goal, the next duck along that we're going to look at is your values, because it's uber important that your values are being met as part of your job. This is what will keep you happy. And when your values are in line with your job and the business, then this is starting to understand what's really, really important to you as an individual. So what a great question to ask yourself for this duck is, what is important to me in line with my goal, with my first duck? So, for example, it may be that family is important, so that you've got a job that gives you a good family balanced life. It may be, for example, that you're a compassionate, caring person, so you want to do a job that's making that difference, meaningful difference to others. So just start to think about what your values are and what's important to you. And when you apply for a job, or whatever your goal is, it's ensuring that your values meet also the values of the business as closely as possible, because then you're going to be a great match for each other. So once you've established your values and wrote a list of your values in line with your goal, the next duck along is what you believe can and will happen. Because once we believe it can happen, we're going to achieve it. So the next thing to think about, and the question to ask yourself for the next duck, is, what do I believe can and will happen? So for example, in this case, it may be, if I apply for jobs, and look for jobs that are in the area that I'm looking for, then I will find the job that I'm looking for and I can apply for that job. So just think about what you believe can or will happen as part of your goal, because once you've strengthened that belief, then we can start to achieve and also have some fabulous techniques around building beliefs and values. The next, duck along in line, nicely in line and getting that duck in a row, is what do I need? So what resources do I need? What knowledge do I need? What skills do I need? So for example, I may be applying for a job where I need a new skill set, so I may need to do some studying to build up my knowledge and skills. Or it may be that I need the internet to look for the job. So just start to think about what is it I need to be able to achieve my end goal, and start to gather all your resources up. You may already have a whole heap of skills, knowledge and resources at your fingertips. And it's about starting to identify those so that you can start to then line up your ducks and start to work towards that. Plug any gaps, but also identify all your strengths and all the good stuff. And the final duck at the end is, what do I need to do to reach my goal? What do I need to do to reach that end duck, to reach that end goal? So this is about the effective action. What effective action do I need to take to achieve that end goal? And just ask yourself that. So that could be applying for the job. It could be brushing up on interview techniques. So you're going to ask a friend to support you through that. So whatever it is, it's starting to think about, what do I need to do? Maybe putting your CV together. So just enjoy this activity. I'm going to just refresh back on it. So the main duck is your goal. The next duck along is your values. So what's important to you? The next duck along is, what do I believe can or will happen? The next duck along is, what do I need? So what resources, knowledge, skills, experience do I need? And the final one is, what do I need to do to reach my goal? What effective action do I need to take to reach that end goal? Enjoy, and thanks for listening, and enjoy the rest of your day.